Nancy?
Hi, my name is Nancy Battle. Mayor, am I to assume that you're still members of ACOG? Are you resolved to continue to be a member in Region 18?
Yes.
Well, you know, I have problems with this, as you know I do. This is totally unconstitutional. It is communistic to join a non-governmental organization. This is a stakeholder council. And if you knew anything about the Constitution, I'll tell you why it's unconstitutional.
Nancy, you have sent everybody on the council an email, and we have all read it. And
I haven't sent you the article that is prohibiting this.
Okay, then I'm going to ask you to send me that article, because I'm not wanting to allow the time tonight for a long presentation.
It's not.
This. Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
There's one sentence.
All right.
This is Article 1, Section 10 of our Constitution that you all took an oath to abide by. It makes the following prohibition: no state shall enter into any treaty, alliance, or confederation with a foreign entity. And the reason it's a foreign entity is it's the UN and the Agenda 21. And the reason you kept the comprehensive plan on the website, I've connected the dots, because you would not qualify for grants. So there's your bait. You all accept the grants from the federal government or a non-governmental organization, and they've got you. That's the bait, and they will dictate to you. And I think I've explained this to you.
You have. You sent it in an email.
I certainly did, and I really mean it. But you all will all be rubber stamps if you accept these rules and regulations that they plan to come down on for you.
Okay.
And they're coming after our private property, and that's really no joke.
Thank you. Any other comment? Yep. Steve, do you have something new to add to what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, it's a different subject
All right.
altogether, and I won't sweat. Promise. I'm Steve O'Brien, and so I've been attending a lot of meetings around town, you know, all the city meetings, and I'm seeing a repeating meme on sidewalks and bicycle lanes. Just came up, you know, at the hazard mitigation, you know, thing. And as a bicyclist and a pedestrian, you know, I think I put enough miles on the streets and on the sidewalks around town to understand that there is a problem with sidewalks, and there's a problem with installing bicycle lanes. You know, I'm not really a proponent of bicycle lanes. I had this discussion with Tim Dooley a year ago, you know, when I first started doing this, and I don't want to put bicycle lanes on Main Street. So in the coming months, we're going to be hearing an awful lot about bicycle lanes and maybe even sidewalks. I don't think the people of Fredericksburg like to walk. They don't like to ride bicycles. So take that in mind when you start hearing this stuff, because they, you know, we build it and they will come. Ask them if they're going to walk to the street and get groceries. I don't see it happening, so I just wanted to talk about that. That's it. I'm out of here.
Okay, well, I just have one clarification. What are you saying, that we should not consider walking bike trails?
Well, I think, well, my position is you're going to hear an awful lot about this, right? You know, the last council put, well, where should we put sidewalks around here and there? And that's a great idea, right? But do we need to put sidewalks everywhere? You know, in the Planning and Zoning Committee, there was an awful lot of effort to identify a lot of the key points to put sidewalks. One of the questions that came up was, well, where do people walk? And they're all, well, yeah, that's another question, right? So if you were to put sidewalks all up and down Milam, you faced a host of technical challenges as well as legal challenges, getting easements on other people's, you know,
Right,
sidewalks.
and we know all that, and you're not making any sense. What are you saying? Are you saying
I'm
that we
sorry
should...
you're not following me.
No, you're saying that we should not consider hiking bike trails in the comprehensive plan? What are you saying?
I'm saying be careful with that,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
It's a warning that it's coming. Kind of like when George Bush said, I just want to talk about invading Iraq. I don't really want to do it. So it's kind of the same thing.
Okay.
I want you to start thinking about it and remember, there are bicyclists out there that don't want bike lanes. You know, I want people to, you know, I don't want a division of bicycle lanes. You know, that's not good.
Okay, thank you. Any other comment? Council comment. Council comment. Okay, I had some. First of all, I just want to announce that, do we have a, is there currently a county liaison in the council? Okay. Mayor's appointments, I'd like to announce the City Council liaison to the Economic Development Commission and the Chamber of Commerce will remain Grant Pearson. Grant has been working with them for a couple years now, and I've received a lot of glowing recommendations when we were considering the appointment of the vacancy. I'd like to ask Tim Dooley to continue to be the liaison with the Convention Visitors Bureau, and Kathy Sanford has agreed to accept my appointment to the Airport Board. So I want to make those announcements. I want to make one comment about public comment. Oh, and Scott's with the Historical Society. Okay, I didn't have it on the list. So Scott will continue with the Historical Society. Ladies and gentlemen, public comment. The Open Meetings Act does not require us to have a public comment. It is at the discretion of the presiding, the president of the meeting, so to speak, which in this case is the mayor. And you know me from my previous stint as mayor that I'm a very fair-minded person. I like to hear people talk. I like to hear both sides of the issue, the argument, and I've given people chances to speak, sometimes more than the council thinks I should. Not because they don't want to hear it, it's just that they feel like that they're hearing some repetition. So I want to say that I'd like to continue public comment. I want that to happen. But the presiding officer does have the right to control how long you speak and how often you speak. And if you want really something done through your council, everybody up here has a phone that works, everybody up here has an email that works, everybody up here is available for a face-to-face if that's what you want to do. And there's no need for anybody to give up and give long speeches about things without having come to us first. I'm just saying that's a good, efficient way to get things done. We are a council that wants to do the city's business. There are certain things that we can control and certain things we cannot. There are things that we are responsible for from the city and things we are not. And we'll be clear with you that what's the city's part next? What do you want us to consider? What do you want us to do? So I'm asking for the respect of everybody. You will be treated with respect. But about public comment, you need to keep your comments to those things you have not sent in an email or that you've not visited with us about and so forth, because this is not a forum to make speeches. You have freedom of speech, but you do not have the right to hijack any forum to make long speeches. The only one that gets to do that is me. Fair. All right, any other comment?
Are you kidding?
All right. That's a good meeting.
Moving on to the regular session. The executive. Do we have anybody again?
No, we don't.
No, we don't. Okay, well, let's adjourn. I move that we adjourn.
Motion second.
I'll second.
Motion second to adjourn.
We're all done, guys.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you all.